Do you know who is driving your children to school?
A 5 on Your Side investigation explores the disciplinary files of Cleveland school bus drivers. On Your Side investigator Sarah Buduson explains what she found.
Before his crimes made headlines, Ariel Castro was a Cleveland school bus driver who got in more trouble than most. He used his school bus to buy groceries, made a dangerous illegal U-turn with students on board, and in 2004 told a child he left on his bus to lay down, expletive, while he ate lunch inside a Wendy's.
He should have been gone.
But Castro wasn't fired until his 4th offense, last year when he abandoned his school bus to take a nap. The termination came after due process through guidelines in this bus driver handbook.
You have to ask, when is enough enough?
Ken Trump is a school security expert and the former director of Cleveland School Security.
Every parent should ask the question of how does this person keep a job and in contact with my children when there's someone that has repeated infractions.
The catch? There is no easy way for parents to find out about a Cleveland bus driver's disciplinary record. So the 5 on Your Side investigators went to work for you. We requested files for every current Cleveland school bus driver. We found most of the district's 238 drivers don't have disciplinary files. Of those who do, many had tardiness or attendance issues. But we also uncovered information you need to know about incidents involving student safety. 36 drivers have been disciplined for serious or repeated violations that include an accident where students said their driver had fallen asleep at the wheel, a driver accused of physically attacking his supervisor and a student, and a driver who admitted storing 4 pop bottles full of his urine on his bus. Some violations were considered so serious supervisors recommended terminating the drivers, but 8 drivers were able to keep their jobs, including Gary Outland. Are students safe in your care, Gary? Would you like to talk to us real quick? Outland does like to talk on his bus. What he has said has gotten him in trouble. Since 1997, he has been disciplined 3 times for using vulgar and profane language. Our 5 on Your Side investigation found form after form where students describe his frequent use of 4-letter words. Most of the incidents occurred on buses filled with elementary students.
In regards to what the records say, I never did that.
Then why did so many students report that you did?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
In April of 1997, Outland's penchant for profanity got him fired. He filed a grievance and was back on the job by July. In this memo, CMSD officials wrote they reinstated him as part of their concerted efforts to reduce the number of grievances that go to arbitration. In 2007, Outland got in trouble again. Records show he was caught on camera discussing guns in front of elementary students. There were also complaints he lashed out at the students with name-calling. He was suspended for 20 days, and school officials say he's been incident-free since.
My history is my history, and I'll tell you, I was vindicated. Just put it there. Excuse me. Get off my property before I call the police.
Records show 2 other school bus drivers were reinstated after being fired. The 5 on Your Side investigators also found 9 drivers' recommended punishments were reduced. We wanted to ask you if you feel students are safe in your care.
Of course they are.
Karen Eagle is one of them. Would you want someone with your disciplinary history driving your child?
What's my disciplinary history?
In 2008, Eagle left a child alone on a bus and failed to report it twice. In 1997, she was suspended for hitting a construction crane. And in 2002, a student getting off her bus was hit by a car. He sustained a bruised brain and spine. A witness said she saw no lights on when the bus driver let the child off. Eagle was later suspended for 1 day for dropping off on the wrong side of the street. We say that you've been suspended 4 times and had 2 written warnings. Can you explain?
No truth to that. I've never been suspended. Have a good day.
However, the records also show that over the past few years, the district has gotten tougher on drivers. For instance, leave a child on a bus, and it's an automatic 60-day suspension. And the district has fired 11 drivers, including Castro, since 2011. 4 for unsatisfactory performance, and 2 who couldn't cut it during their probationary periods. CMSD issued this statement about our story. In part, it reads, CMSD aggressively cites drivers for even the most minor infractions. The report fails to make clear how relatively few drivers have serious discipline issues and how quickly drivers are terminated for serious or repeat incidents. The board and administration of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District strongly support the 238 men and women who transport our children to and from school daily. Their complete response can be read on Newsnet5.com with my full story under the investigative tab. To help Cleveland parents learn more about these disciplinary incidents, we created a special database to make it easy to search for the information. It can also be found on Newsnet5.com. On your side, I'm investigator Sarah Buduson, News Channel 5.